What's up, everybody? We're back with another video. We're gonna finish the NFC East segment with the Dallas Cowboys. So this video will be about the Dallas Cowboys and what they drafted. If you guys haven't seen the other NFC East teams, feel free to check those out. But we're gonna talk about the Dallas Cowboys draft. With that being said, you're gonna enjoy this. You're gonna enjoy this video. So please subscribe to the channel. It'll help the channel out a lot. Like it and share it and comment down below what your guys' thoughts are. But with that being said, let's get right to it. The Dallas Cowboys ended up drafting Tyler Guyton from Oklahoma with their first round pick. I really like this pickup for them because they lose Tyron Smith, so they needed a tackle to protect Dak Prescott. So they ended up drafting Tyler Guyton. Now he's a really big physical tackle. He has pretty quick feet as well. I like him mostly for pass blocking, but once this man gets his hands on you, it's very tough to get out of. He's very strong once he has his hands on you. I really like this pickup a lot. I think he could be the best tackle in the league because how strong and how quick he is. So, in my opinion, this is a really solid pickup for the Dallas Cowboys. He looks like he's going to be really good in the National Football League. I think he was in the Senior Bowl as well, and he was just doing really, really good. So, I think Tyler Guyton is going to be really good in the National Football League. Now, the second pick. Alright, I want to clarify this before. If you guys want to see my draft grades and go more in depth with some of these players, feel free to check out tomorrow's video as I'm going to go more in depth about these players. Okay, so I had to say that because I was looking at the second guy that the Cowboys selected, and I started thinking a whole bunch of different things. But that's for tomorrow's video. This video, I'm going to strictly talk about Marshon Kneeland from Western Virginia, the Broncos. I think he's a really good run stuffer. He has decent pass rushing skills as well. Maybe more as a bull rusher, as I feel he's a little slow for being an edge rusher. So, to me, I think he's a better bull rusher as opposed to a swim move. Or he could do a couple of step moves. Sometimes he was lined up in a 2-point stance as opposed to 3-point stance, which is mainly a 3-point stance defensive end. So it's going to be interesting how the Cowboys use him. I don't know the Cowboys defensive coordinator after Dan Quinn left, but it's going to be interesting how they use him because they already have DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons, and now Marshon Kneeland. So it's going to be really interesting. They might run all three of them at the same time. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Maybe especially for running situations, maybe that's why they ended up getting him. With the third pick for the Dallas Cowboys, Cooper Beebe. He's an amazing run blocker. Can get up to the second level and packing defenders as well. Now the only really bad thing about him is he's a bit smaller. So against these NFL professional defensive tackles, maybe defensive ends, if they're lined up in the inside and they're quicker, he might lunge a little bit. He might want to reach, and when you reach outside your power zone, like outside your shoulders, it could be a holding call. So maybe that's why he fell in the third round. But overall, he looks like a really good, solid run blocker. You're gonna need that for Nico Daddle, I believe his name is, and I don't know who the other running back for the Cowboys is. My apologies. I think Nico is going to be the starting running back eventually for them. I know they lost Tony Pollard. I'm drawing a blank who else they have at running back. But look for Cooper Beebe maybe to be out there, especially on goal line situations because he can run block. With the Dallas Cowboys fourth pick, this is still the third round. I'm going to mispronounce his name. Martis Lyofu from Notre Dame. I really love how he plays downhill. Now the concept playing downhill is that you are going to be a liability in the play action game. But overall, he's pretty aware of what's going on around the field. Like if it's a screen, he'll read it and pursue it and lay a big hit on the DB. He's a really, really good run stuffer. He can read the lanes pretty good. So I think this pick right here, for the second pick and third pick, their fourth pick, they went with run stuffers, which I really don't mind them doing that, as they have pretty good, they have decent secondary, especially with Diggs coming back off his injury. Their secondary should be good. So I think they went with two run stuffers, which isn't bad. You got to stop the run in the National Football League, because if not, it's going to be a long football day. So they went with another run stuffer and Marshon Kneeland from Notre Dame. Another interesting pick. They're the fifth pick for the Dallas Cowboys, fifth round. I'm going to mispronounce everybody's name. I can't read. Caelen Carson, DB from Wake Forest. He's another. I think you put him in the slot. You have two outside corners already. You put him in the slot. He will help out on the run. Maybe even convert him to safety a little bit, because he is a really good open field tackler. So maybe add some weight to him and put him at safety maybe. I don't know, but he's a really good tackler. It's a solid pickup. Maybe you got to work on his, not hip drop. Hip drop is for defensive ends. But his hip movement, his back pedal, just work on some things. He could be a steal. He could be a steal in the draft. Ryan with their sixth pick, Ryan Flournoy, receiver, Southeast Missouri State. Now, what I really just liked about him is he's a strong runner. He's like very physical. It's hard to bring him down with one guy, which I like a lot. And playmakers, if you able to get tackled by one guy, I don't know. I just don't like that at all. So for this young man to be tackled by a few guys, I like that a lot. It shows he has heart. Shows he has toughness. Shows he is physical. So that I do like him a lot. He's gonna be behind CeeDee Lamb. So behind is Brandon Cooks with the Cowboys? I apologize. I don't remember the depth chart. I've been looking at a lot of players, a lot of teams, so I can't remember right now. But tomorrow's video, I will make sure I know the depth chart more in depth. But yeah, he's gonna be behind CeeDee Lamb. He's gonna work on his, obviously, more route running, better footwork, better head movement, better shoulders, better hip drops as well. So he's gonna learn a lot in that receiving room. So not a bad pickup. Nathan Thomas, their seventh pick from Louisiana. He's mainly a run blocker. I don't like him in the passing game at all. He can create some running lanes. So him and Cooper Beebe could be in there fighting for goal line, not goal line plays, goal line. I guess they are fighting for goal line plays. Whoever's out there first, whoever's out there more. That's what Nathan Thomas does mainly. That's what I like him for. Now this next pick, their last pick, the eighth pick, Justin Rogers from Auburn. He reminds me of Vince Wilfork, not really a pass rusher, just another run stuffer. He just clogs up the lanes. He's a big body guy. So that's what he reminds me of. He just clogs up the lanes and the A and B gaps on the defense, or on the offense, I should say. So they ended up drafting 3 run stuffers. It's pretty clear to me that they think their run defense is not as good as their pass defense. So they end up getting 3 run stuffers, in my opinion. Two defensive linemen, we'll call them, and then a linebacker. So it's going to be really interesting how they end up going forward. They really didn't test the weapons for Dak Prescott, which is interesting as well. And they ended up replacing Tyron Smith with Tyler Guyton. So overall, that's just the players they drafted. And again, these are my notes. I'm not really going off of anybody else's predictions of what they feel these guys' strengths and weaknesses are. These are notes that I think fit these players best. And now, obviously, I didn't really talk about their weaknesses other than Cooper Beebe's. But you can kind of get the drift of what their weaknesses are when I really don't talk about it. So, for example, I'm going to say Nathan Thomas. He's mainly a run blocker. So with that being said, his weaknesses are pass blocking, which is why he's going to be a backup in my opinion. But you just never know what's going to happen. He could turn out and be a stud. You just don't know. This is why I'm loving doing this, because I'm gonna look back on my own videos and my own notes and be like, oh, I was wrong about this guy. He had more strengths and weaknesses than what I thought. So this is gonna be the last team for the NFC East. Tomorrow's video is gonna be about what I graded them and who I think won the NFC East draft. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. Another thing, I gotta apologize. I ended up dropping these videos super late. I gotta do a better job on releasing them earlier. So I apologize for that, but at least I'm getting them out. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out. Have a good day or night or whatever it is you're watching.